Hi, this is Dr. Quek. In this video, we talk about the time area method in MSMA. We will discuss what are the changes in the time area method between MSMA 1 and MSMA 2. Okay, for a start, MSMA recommend that for area more than 0.8 kilometers square, you must apply a method based on the hydrograph method. And hydrograph method includes method like the time area method. For area less than 0.8 kilometers square, you can apply method like the rational method. The time area method involves the convolution of the rainfall excess hydrograph with the time area diagram. You combine the two, a rainfall excess hydrograph and the time area diagram. The time area diagram basically take into account the temporal and the spatial distribution of the rainfall. There is a figure inside MSMA 2, figure 2.6 in MSMA 2 that explain this concept of a convolution of the rainfall excess hydrograph. What are the major changes between MSMA 1 and MSMA 2? As far as the time area method is concerned, what are the major changes? The major change is in the loss model. You can see in the next diagram the loss model in MSMA 1. Now, you look at this diagram here, the loss model in MSMA 2. If you compare the two diagrams, you will notice that the loss model in MSMA 2 have reduced. The loss model, there is only the loss model that you can find in MSMA 1, like initial loss and the proportional loss model, and also the Hawthorne model in MSMA 1 have been removed in MSMA 2. So in MSMA 2 you don't find these two models anymore. So instead you're only left with one model, which is the initial loss, continuing loss model in MSMA 2. So the changes in the loss model is one factor that affect the time area method in MSMA 2. Another factor that affect MSMA 2 time area method is the increase in the storm intensity. And this topic I have already covered in a separate video on the storm in design storm. We found that the design storm for Kuala Lumpur have increased by 26%, up to 26%. So the changes in the loss model in MSMA 2, the increase in the design storm in MSMA 2, plus the change in the temporal pattern in MSMA 2. As I mentioned in another video, the temporal pattern for Kuala Lumpur also have changed. Last time, temporal pattern only divide into east and west coast of the peninsula. Now, the temporal pattern divided into 5 regions. And for Kuala Lumpur, there is a region on its own. And if you compare the temporal pattern for Kuala Lumpur between MSMA 1 and MSMA 2, you find that the temporal pattern for MSMA 2 is more peaky. Means it go up faster and come down faster compared to MSMA 1. So these three factors combined together, the change in the loss model, the increase in the storm intensity, and a more peaky temporal pattern have contributed to a higher peak discharge hydrograph using the time area method. So we found that from our case study, the peak discharge computed using the time area method in MSMA 2 is up to 27% higher than MSMA 1 because of these three factors I just mentioned. Loss model, intensity have increased, and more peaky temporal pattern. So with all these three factors combined, the net result is that the peak discharge can increase by up to 27% from our case study. So all this, if you were to do it manually, using a spreadsheet or using a calculator, means that you have to determine the location of your catchment. Example, your location of catchment can be, let's say, in Kuala Selangor. So you choose location and choose the nearest rainfall station to compute the design rainfall. After that, you apply the temporal pattern to it, and then that will give you the rainfall hydrograph. And the rainfall hydrograph, having computed it, you use the rainfall hydrograph as input into your time area method. And you need to input your time area diagram into your spreadsheet or into your calculator. So you input all this, then you only able to compute the outflow hydrograph from your time area method. Now, compare if you use the MSMAware software, all this is simplified. If you use MSMAware, all you have to do, step 1, just click on the location of your catchment on the map. Then it will compute the rainfall, design rainfall for you. And then you select the temporal pattern. Just click your location. The temporal pattern will be selected for you. And then you enter the time area diagram. Automatically it will compute the discharge hydrograph for you. It will perform all the routing, and then it will give you the discharge hydrograph. And to make it complete, it will generate a report for you. So compared to doing manually, it can be done, but it's much more tedious. It's much more tedious. If you have to do for many different duration, then it's even take you even longer. Because usually for time area method, you need to do it for different ARI and different duration. Example, you do it for 2 year, 5 year, 50 year, 100 year ARI. For duration of, let's say, 15, 30, 60 minutes. So you multiply and see, you can see how many. You know, you easily have to do 12, more than 12 set of computation for different duration, different ARI. But using the software, this is all done automatically. The software will do all the 12 different computation, different combination of ARI and duration automatically. Just click a button and it's done. And to make it better for you, you can even apply to East Malaysia. The same can be applied. You can apply the software to East Malaysia. Just click East Malaysia, select East Malaysia, and then you can apply it for MSMA 1 or MSMA 2 if you want to compare the magnitude between MSMA 1 and MSMA 2. Maybe sometime a project, the authority allow you to use MSMA 1. You want to compare MSMA 1 with MSMA 2, you can use the software. See or not? So the software is a tool. It saves you a lot of time. Save you a lot of time. Okay. That's all for this video. See you in the next video.